Hey, what's up my friends? Today I'm finally diving into Path of Exile 2 after paying next to no attention to it all these years. I figure it'll be really fun attempting a hardcore clear while knowing basically nothing, so after a cool opening movie, let's defeat the hardest boss of the game, naming the character. Then we can get started. Oh, this character select screen is really fucking cool by the way. Since the Huntress is new, I figured I'd give her a try. At first glance, it seems like a Javazon, so that looks fun. I'm immediately taken back by how heavy and slow this game feels, but in a good way since the combat feels much more visceral and deliberate. I really appreciate that the dodge roll isn't on a cooldown, which is great because it's quickly made clear to me that this game's gonna be challenging, especially if I intend to stay in hardcore. Well, with that failure, I think it's time to try Sorceress out. It's fine, since I only tried the Huntress first since she was new. Sorceress is usually my go-to in ARPGs. It's always fun slinging fireballs and shooting lightning. Wow, that was embarrassingly fast. I swear, this never happens to me. Let's just remake that real quick and pretend nothing happened. The Frost Bomb sounded interesting, and it's very indicative of the combat flow I can expect to see later, with skills having cast times or fuses before activation. Again, very deliberate and tactical combat is clearly the focus in this sequel. I'm really liking what I see so far. I fight my way into this bug-infested burrow, having already surviving a few close encounters since I've got next to no armor on yet, and once again get smacked down like the scrub I am. So at this point, a friend hit me up for some jolly cooperation, which will hopefully help ease me into the flow of combat and better prepare me for the journey through hardcore. Let's see how the next attempt goes. Alright, so clearly this game is kicking my ass. I think this time I'm going to try a witch and maybe rely on some summons. Okay, so those first two attempts were, kind of getting a feel for the game. Obviously I didn't get far at all. I've since played a bit with a friend. I know a little bit more about it now. Not a whole lot. I'm still going to get my ass kicked, but I think I'm getting more into the flow of it. So hopefully I can live longer than, I don't know, 30 minutes. I don't even think I lived 30 minutes yet. I have to check the time on that other video. I didn't want to do a minion build for this hardcore attempt, but I'm getting destroyed. So hopefully this helps out a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if I still just get annihilated. Because I'm pleasantly surprised with how difficult this game actually is. I know it's been out like 4 months now, and, it was doing all the press tours for quite some time. But I didn't really follow it, because I'm not the biggest fan of Path of Exile. I played the first game, I made it into endgame several times. But yeah, so Path of Exile 1, I backed it, twice actually. I backed it so one of my friends could play it as well. So I got 2 different accounts. Way back in like 2011 or 12 or whatever year it first entered the beta where you would back it and get into it. And it wasn't even on Steam or anything back then. It was just a client that you had to download. So I had multiple accounts and I'd play with my friends. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and then just kind of fell off of it for a long time. And then over the years, as it finally hit 1.0 and then became like the powerhouse that it grew into, I would go back to it and play it now and then when I was craving an ARPG. And every time I made it to endgame, I just didn't really like it. I couldn't even tell you like which ones I was in, because it's just been like so random over the years. So I don't know like which seasons I was in or what was new at the time, because I know like the endgame kind of drastically changes. So that's completely beyond me. I think the highest level I've ever gotten in it was like 80. But I just kind of don't like how the game ends up. Let's start with survivability first. And then if we live long enough to see ourselves become the villain, start pumping damage. Wouldn't hold my breath though. But it's interesting because I see a lot of people that always just insist that this is essentially, it's just Diablo 2. It's just better Diablo 2 or modern Diablo 2, whatever. And I really don't think so. Or PoE 1 anyways. That's often said. It's probably the closest to Diablo 2 you can get in a modern setting. from a modern ARPG. But I dodged right into that. That was wise of me. But personally, yeah, it doesn't feel that much like Diablo to me. Diablo 2 anyways. Not in the parts where it matters, particularly the itemization. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Just Diablo 2 is my favorite. One of my favorite games of all time. Depending on what day you ask me, it might be my favorite game of all time. From what I've seen of this game, though, which I have played, like I said, a bit with a friend, I very much like how it feels a bit like a Souls-like. I think that's... so this is turning the bodies into minions. I think it's actually a really nice evolution of what Path of Exile was. Kind of what Diablo 4 attempted to be as well, with its dodge mechanic, but really fucking failed in that front. Like, I really like how this kind of feels like a Souls-like. It's really good. I hope that it maintains that and it doesn't just become a screen cleaning fuckfest like PoE 1 becomes. But so far, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think we're going to go with just more summons, boys. So with all that said, it's important to know that while I have played thousands of hours of ARPGs, particularly Diablo, you know, 1, 2, and even 3 and 4, even though I'm not a fan of them, I still played quite a lot of them. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Path of Exile in terms of like the real meta and stuff. And I'm going to keep it that way. I don't look things up. It's just not how I play. I didn't really follow this game, like I was saying. So, yeah. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm doing wrong, doing bad. I think we'll also need to focus on just leveling up here. Making sure we clear the map. I think I need like a trap skill or like a dot on the floor. Since my minions are going to be forming like a front line of offense. So I'm going to need to see what we have in that category. I'm guessing this game has like firewall. That'd probably be pretty good. I also saw that this game has like local co-op, couch co-op essentially, on PC. Which is fucking awesome. I don't know why. I mean, I know why Blizzard didn't do it with Diablo 4, but they really should have. So I'm going to have to try this game out with my wife because she likes Diablo. We played 4 and 2 Resurrected, which is an excellent game, by the way. Diablo 2 Resurrected. If you haven't played that, I highly recommend it. Though it'd be hard to believe that people playing Path of Exile 1 or 2 haven't played Diablo 2. If that's the case, then shame on you. I don't think we can be friends. These little scorpion dudes remind me of... I don't remember the name of them, but the minions that you can get in Guild Wars, the first Guild Wars. There was a little ranged minion you can get on the Necromancer that I think was honestly basically the same thing. I appreciate that these are just scorpions that look like they're manufactured from human bones, composed of human bones. But yeah, something very similar in Guild Wars 1, which is another excellent game. It's interesting that you don't need to manage the summoning at all. Unsurprisingly, this is far easier. But I have played probably about 5 hours at this point. So I've gotten a little bit more into the flow of combat, which definitely helps. But this is definitely much easier with summons. One thing I'm really curious to see is how the late game skill progression looks. I don't know how any of it looks, again, playing completely in the dark here. And I don't wish to look anything up or be spoiled on it. But I really hope that it maintains its strong first impression. I'm very, very, very pleasantly surprised with how fun this is so far. And how fresh it feels. I was always going to get around to playing it. But I was just waiting for it to hit 1.0. But frankly, I've been kind of craving a game that I could just chill on. That's like, you know, like a grind progression. That's not just like Gamma over and over again. Stalker Gamma, that is. And I do love me ARPGs. I must say, I am a sucker. I try them all out. It's not many good ones, in my opinion, but I certainly try them out nonetheless. Yep, we've cleared it. Let's hit town, and we'll go clear the Den of Evil. Evil. Oh, there is a flame Flame wall. It's the first thing. Okay, I think we definitely want firewall. Absolutely. All right, to the mud burrow. See if we can clear this without dying.
A descent into darkness. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Me either. Oh, that looks really good. I also really like the graphics in general are good, obviously, but I really like the spell effects. One thing that I really hate about Diablo 4 is the spell effects. Like, I think Diablo 4's art style is actually quite good. It's probably the best thing about the game. But the spell effects are terrible. Like, just terrible. And when you're playing in a large group, I mean, well, a full group, it's even worse. Because it's just like a lot of terrible. I don't understand how they knew the game was going to be like console based and, you know, heavy co-op, because obviously it's Diablo and MMO at that, since it's a big persistent online world. And they decided to make like every dungeon just narrow as fuck, along with a bunch of modifiers where like there's a bunch of shit on the floor that you can't see, on top of everyone casting like a million spells. Like, it just seems so poorly thought out. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like impressively poorly thought out. It is funny to me that the very first like dungeon you go into in this game is also just like basically the maggot lair, right? Just like a single lane that you can't really navigate through. But I digress. Bottom line is Diablo 4 is like a mismanaged mess. So I can pause when so if I think I'm gonna die, I can just nope out. Obviously a very old tactic to do in hardcore, in any game that will allow it. Maybe I should have switched to all archers for this guy. Yeah, this is really cool. Like, this is really, really cool. I've done this before, obviously, but man, bravo to the team on this. This truly, truly feels like an evolution of, again, not just Path of Exile, but kind of the genre. I could see some people not liking it though, with how active it is. Like, if I want to play something that's like this active, like a Souls-like, I'll go play a Souls-like. But for me, I think this is sweet, man. I probably should have bought into the game sooner.
The raven always outsmarts the worm.
I really like what the characters say too. It'll be interesting to see how long I can live. Like, will this video be like 15 minutes long? Will it turn into a series? I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath in hopes that I live for a super long time. And if you have faith in me, then it's unfortunately probably misplaced. We're just gonna upgrade firewall. Let's go persistence for now. I'm gonna need to make a sorceress. Really get a feel for how that goes. I'm gonna need to do it on normal though. I mean, I could start it in hardcore, I suppose, but I'm gonna die so fast on that shit, as you saw already. Tried twice, failed miserably both times. I guess I'll try it again, now that I'm a little bit more familiar with the game, but I doubt I'll get far. She gets like one tap so hard. Gonna keep stacking that survivability, baby. Speaking of other ARPGs, there was one, and this is gonna be like super aged, that a lot of people probably won't even know what the hell I'm talking about. There was a service called GameTap many years ago. I think it was like early to mid 2000s. I don't even remember the timeline, but it was basically like an early like game subscription service, and you would be able to play games directly through it, almost like an emulator. I guess it was kind of revolutionary for the time that I'm talking about and thinking back on it. And there was this ARPG on there where, like, I want to say you became like a werewolf. I'm pretty sure. I cannot remember what that game was called. I think about it from time to time. I'm trying to remember if I'm pretty damn positive you became werewolves, or it was mostly about fighting werewolves. I just remember like transforming like every class, if it was even class based, because I remember I played it with a friend, would transform into something. I'm pretty sure it was werewolves. If anyone has any idea what the hell I'm talking about, please let me know. Because I cannot remember what the hell that game was called. Obviously, that's where we need to go, but let's level up some more. These maps are fucking huge. This is kind of what I was looking for. Like a little side boss. Which is something else that I quite like. Side bosses on the map. Which, you know, Diablo does. Oh no. Lagging. That better not kill me one of these times. If I lag again and like die. This happened once already. I don't know if it's from having my settings too high, but like it seems like it's server lag. You're a very annoying fight, aren't you? Oh shit. Did not realize that was fucking killing me. That would have sucked, huh? Guess we would go with speed on that. Because it's kind of slow, to be honest. That's cool. I was about to say he should be vulnerable to fire. And he actually is. I gotta keep that damn poison arrow up more. Keep forgetting that my archer can do it. I'm actually really enjoying this. Sometimes with minion builds, you never know if it's gonna be fun. Because you kind of like hang back. Because even Diablo 2 will fall victim to that. If you go straight minion build, you really don't need to do a damn thing. I mean, you can. And you could definitely build yourself to do other stuff and just sit back. But the quintessential minion build in D2 is just going to sit back and chill. So I'm glad to see that I can play this much differently. And it remains active. While still benefiting from obviously having minions to do my bidding. Very nice middle ground. It almost makes me wonder if they can make a healer style class work. Ooh, someone died. Level 81, position 4 on the ladder. RIP. Yeah, this framework makes me wonder if they can make a healer class work in this. Because ARPGs typically don't really have healers. Which is probably for the better, because it would fundamentally change certain ways the game flow worked. But it'd be interesting to see it attempted. In a framework like this, where it wouldn't be like a designated healer, but something that could heal. Because, like, I mean, the Paladin can heal in D2, but it's just, you know, the aura. I would like to see something a little bit more active. It'd be interesting. Make it happen, Grinding Gear Games. I believe in you. Probably help if I landed the damn firewall. Probably help my DPS a little bit, you know? Just a tad. It's not like it's important or anything to hit your target. What do we have? More shield, more int. I like this excessive skill tree, and I kind of always have in Path of Exile, but at the same time, it's definitely excessive. I would be fine with them rolling some things together, personally. At this point, it's a staple, so I mean, you can't do it. And I don't dislike it, but yeah, I wouldn't mind it being just a little more streamlined. Just a tad. Don't go all D4 on me where it's like ridiculous. Why even bother having a skill tree kind of bad. But you know, tone it back just a tad. Just a smidgen. Might as well use both of those to level up. No sense in hanging on to stuff. Not when death is imminent around every corner. I feel like I'm clearing packs pretty well. I am worried about a big boss though. There was one boss that was fucking killing the shit out of me. The executioner guy. That guy is fucking brutal. I think my friend and I were pretty under leveled and geared and everything. We had to like go back to town and actually spend all of our materials and stuff. And we eventually did it, but man, we died quite a lot on it. Which is refreshing. It was definitely a really fun fight. Definitely gonna go with cast speed. Then we'll start probably dipping into damage. I'll have to look a little further ahead. But damage sounds about right. Not the Rust King. Not supposed to leave your garden tools out in the rain, guys. Definitely need more output by myself. Die. Like Nick Cage in Face Off. Die. Die. That's an interesting sounding spell. Orb of Storms. Ooh, I'm a fan of lightning. Alright, so what do we have? We can summon an arsonist. The problem is, how do I get more spirit? Like, where's spirit? 5% increased spirit. So can I not really get, like, more spirit? Is it going to be tied to gear, or is spirit really that limited? I remember it being in Path of Exile, or at least something similar. But, I mean, I'm going to be sad if you can't really raise it higher, because that would severely limit how many, like, summons we can have, right? The arsonist sounds fun. I think going with enfeeble is probably... I didn't realize that if you clicked it and hovered, it started speaking. Like, what the hell's going on? We're going to go with enfeeble because obvious reasons. Help me live. Help those oh shit moments out a little bit more. Activate the Karn stones. It's funny because this guy also identifies, so we're basically rescuing Kane. Deckard Bane. We're also not getting much better gear. It might be time to start using my little orb things. All of my material stuff. I don't know the name of it all off the top of my head, so forgive me. The stuff that makes me more better. An amulet. Kind of regen. I mean, why not? I'd like to see how, like, mixing stuff goes. At first glance, it doesn't look like you can custom make, like, a class as easily as you could before. Probably not till, like, much later anyways. This guy has a hell of a lot of HP. There we go. We gotta just keep him in the fire. Bathe in the flames. Level 8. Making progress. We doing it so far. Shield recharge rate is very good. I'm gonna go with shield recharge rate. I wish Firewall's range was a little bit bigger. Oh, fuck. Like, I gotta be, like, on this fucker to cast it. Damn it. Moved right as I got my stupid poison arrow off. Ooh. Scary. It's intense, man. I don't want to die, bro. Game over, man. I don't want it. I don't want it, man. This is a lot of stuff. Gonna have to be very careful here. The little curse icon above their heads should, like, fade away. So you know how much the duration is left on it. I'd like to see how much it even is. 6 seconds, 6.2 seconds. Let's be very careful here. Oh, fuck. That's it. I risked my life for a quiver. Oh, shit. These guys remind me of, like, I remember their names, but they kidnapped you in Bloodborne. They weren't holding a pillar, they were holding, like, a body bag. Though I think there was also an enemy that was holding a pillar, right? If not a pillar, like a big telephone pole looking thing. I mean, a big log. I need to play Bloodborne, man. Now that I can play it on PC, we're doing it. We're going to be doing it one of these days. It's just once I start it, we're going to have to play it like all the way through. So it's going to be a commitment. But we're doing it for sure. By the way, I will be streaming this game. Because like I said, I probably am going to be playing this. I'm going to be sticking around on it for a while. Just to have like another chill game that's like a regular in the gaming rotation. As you can probably tell, I'm bouncing around a lot of different games. Just enjoying the fact that I got a new rig. And also just life has been so busy that it's nice to just unwind on stuff. And as much as I love like Stalker Gamma, I can't only play Stalker Gamma. And right now I'm working on so much stuff for that game, which will hopefully be out in the next week or two. I'm not certain. I don't want to call it yet because there's a lot of work to do still. And I'm hoping that that turns out to be a good video that everyone enjoys. And that we can properly continue that series, the Life in Gamma series, in all its glory. New and improved glory, really, is the goal. But yeah, the Life in Gamma will keep going. The reason why I'm not streaming this now is because I've actually had to get up multiple times today. And I just can't sit down for a long-ass stream at the moment. But yeah, we will be streaming this. Maybe not this character. I don't know if it'll still be alive by the time I stream, but definitely this game in general. As far as like reviews, because I'm still trying to do reviews, I've been looking to see if there's any like cool indie games that catch my interest, and I haven't seen any that I'm like interested in, or doesn't seem to be any big ones that have come out that I feel should be reviewed. As far as like bigger games go, I don't think there's anything really coming out soon except for like maybe Doom. And a big part of me doesn't want to play Doom because of the way they treated Mick Gordon. But I'm probably going to end up playing it to review it anyways. At least shed some light on the Mick Gordon situation. I don't think that it looks as good as Eternal in 2016, but we'll just have to see. Got to get my hands on it before I make any real judgments on it. Like, first impression of just like watching all the gameplays, even the newest gameplay videos that just came out. The like 15-minute gameplay videos everyone just dropped. It still just doesn't really look that good. But I know it'll be polished. It'll probably be a big game, so you'll get your money's worth, I'm sure. I think it's day one on Game Pass. Should be actually, right? Because Bethesda, but yeah. That's kind of on the docket right now. I also have a couple of other things in the works for a few other games that I just kind of want to see. Just kind of see if you guys enjoy. Games that interest me that I think might be like fun videos that I think have enough crossover with Stalker Gamma anyways. Like I do want to play some Project Zomboid because I haven't played that game in several years. I never got like super into it, but I've definitely put like, I don't know, probably like 60 hours into it many years ago. I want to try it again, especially because that new build I think was pretty hyped up and sounds pretty cool. And I could see that being like a fun kind of series to do. We'll just have to see. A part of me is also kind of craving a survival style game. Like I was thinking about getting into Valheim again because I haven't played Valheim since that came out in early access. I know that fucking game is still not out, which I think is kind of ridiculous with how much money those guys made, but that's a different story. Yeah, I'm kind of curious of jumping back into that and seeing what's changed there. That'd be fun. I know there is a Dune survival game coming out that I want to try. I think that's in like a month and a half, 2 months. I don't remember if it's May or June. That's gonna, I think, release in early access, and I definitely plan on picking that up, streaming it. I'll probably do an early access review for that since I'll be playing it anyways. So why not? Monster Hunter, I'm definitely not done with because I love me some Monster Hunter, but I'm kind of just waiting for more content to drop in it. I did play the Title 1 update and thought that the boss was actually pretty challenging. I, again, really didn't min-max my character at all yet. I don't even have, like, competent builds. But they're not terrible, but, you know, I doubt they're meta, basically. So I don't really give a shit about all that. Because the game was a little on the easy side, but no, he was kicking my ass solo. Without a cat helping me and with the light bowgun. That boss was kicking my ass. Forget his name. So, whatever. The final boss. The final story boss. Mitsune was a bit of a letdown, but definitely is still a fun fight. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing more Monster Hunter. Either on my free time or just on stream. I can't see myself really making videos on it. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. But if you're interested in any of these games that I'm talking about, like, let me know. Let me know if you want to see some videos on it. What kind of style. I'm just like maybe talking over the gameplay like this. Just live. And once again, to just reiterate, Stalker Gamma is not going anywhere. We're going to keep doing that. I'm still working on my Souls-like playthrough. And I'm creating a lot of stuff for future Life in Gamma videos. Once I do get the Life in Gamma videos out, they're probably going to come out much slower, but we're aiming for a higher quality. So, fingers crossed. Your soul is mine. Alright, Shang Tsung, I get it. The head on this guy almost just looks like he belongs in Elden Ring. Like something got him. Or maybe like the sunlight maggot got him in Dark Souls. I love all the Dark Souls shitness. Even the music really evokes Dark Souls to me. I haven't played Path of Exile in a long ass time. And frankly, the last few times I played it was probably mostly on mute, if I'm being honest. So I don't remember if it sounded quite like this, but yeah, it sounds like Dark Souls a lot of the time. I should just say From Software, because, I mean, you know. I think it's probably time for me to start upgrading things. I'm starting to feel weak on these bosses. I really don't have a good damage dealing skill for them other than just spamming Chaos Bolt. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. Might need to back out. Oh shit. Oh shit. Please don't kill me, bro. Oh, can I touch those souls to stop them? Yeah, I think I can. Didn't notice that before. I tried attacking them, but it didn't do anything. I really need my skeletons to come help me. I haven't seen them in a minute. There they are. But it seemed like they weren't appearing. Unless they were just fucking dying in a second. I didn't notice them. They're definitely getting wrecked. They die like as soon as they're out. I can't like do anything with them. I can't even get the poison arrow to come out. Fuck. I don't think I can kill this guy. About to be out of pot. Yes, I just needed to stand still more and shoot Chaos Bolt. It's like really my only damage to these guys. We did it. We just had to believe. He's beginning to believe. Do I go with more damage? With 10-second cooldown? I fucking hate cooldowns in ARPGs. To be quite honest. It's one reason why I love Diablo 2 so much. I know that there's moves with cooldowns, but for the most part, like, you can just go ham, and that's the way I prefer it. Like, I cannot stand what Blizzard has done with Diablo. Everything's a fucking cooldown and revolves around, like, uninspired shit like temporary buffs. Half your bar is just, like, buffs. It's terrible. Okay, let's get cast speed, because that's what we were trying to get. And then we'll get this after. And we're going to have to start going mana regen and probably damage. What level are we? We're 9. Damn, boys. Did not think we'd make it. I was expecting this to die instantly. But we are doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Let's just go Decaying Hex on this. Okay, so I wasn't sure that was going to actually not kill me. I also think it's pretty crazy that returning to login screen just puts you right back where you left off, which could have also killed me, but it was kind of a test. I'm not sure how I feel about the just being able to respawn on hardcore. I'm guessing it's because I have to imagine people just use like logout macros anyways. So it's just like built into the game instead. I'm sure there's people that really hate that. That get like super pissed at everything. But I don't know. People have been using the macros in like forever in like every game. I can't break this fast enough. There we go. I like barely have enough DPS to break that on my own in a reasonable time anyways. Can't get out of this. What the fuck? Dude, what is going on? I can't break this shit. It was like cast on a rock or something right there and it wouldn't let me. Damn, that was way too close for comfort, boys.
I hate to put down a sister wing. I will treasure it.
Alright, those are the keys to open that gate. I'm afraid to fight this guy. It's coming up. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, boys. It's only 350? 350? Let's buy that. Level 4 Chaos Bolt and 14% mana regen. Let's get this level 4 one. I guess I should have been paying more attention to this, huh? Kind of just not used to the economy yet. Wicker TR, that's it, Wicked. I'm gonna buy that and then turn it into a magic and see if we get something cool out of it. Plus level 1 all minion skills. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Is this like this guy's cape? Oh, it is. That's pretty cool. Hey, more energy shield. Hey, 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 hey. We're getting cool stuff. We're doing things and stuff. This adds another modifier, right? Let's add another modifier to the Ami. Life regen. I really like this. I know that a lot of this was kind of already in PoE 1. I can't remember in what capacity exactly, but I vaguely remember pretty much most of the stuff as far as the gearing goes, but nonetheless, very, very much enjoying this. Alright, this guy was pretty challenging when I was doing it in co-op, so let's see how it is now. May need to cheese it and respawn out. Definitely feeling stronger. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Let's not stand in a big ice puddle. RPG 101, right? Don't stand in the fire. Don't stand in the ice puddle. Same rules apply. Ooh. It's pretty scary playing this shit. Hardcore, I gotta say. It hits different than other ARPGs in hardcore. See, I think maybe I do want that contagion skill. Maybe that Fusillade. The Doom skill on top of whatever the other support is that makes the curse also dot is pretty good. I like that a lot. I like that it turns the curse into like an AoE dot and ultimately the DPS. It's cool synergy. And like pretty solid like player choice too in terms of how I want to build a character. That is a lot of stuff. Completely with that. Drop one on my feet. Nice. Yeah, I really like that curse. It makes it like a timed trap. Like a controlled corpse explosion is kind of how I'm feeling it. The music here really reminds me of Tristram. I guess kind of the Act 1 of D2 in general. Now we get to revive this guy and we get free Deckard Bane identification. I think it's free. Hope it's free. Been using it on my other character.
Yes. Please.
This dude sounds like a Protoss.
I don't know. It's in my
Not quite Zeratul,
Bye.
but definitely a Protoss. I don't know where that Track to Spirit quest actually is. Increase shield recharge rate. Yep. Let's just get that so I can get that one in the middle. Then we'll worry about where to go after that. Yeah, I get major Act 1 vibes and a little bit of Tristram from this soundtrack here. Pretty fucking sweet. Hurt. Oh, that hurt. Shit. Homie was like enraged. Get back here with that battle, bro. Where you going? Can't just take that and run. How's wrong with you, boy? Fuck, that still hit me. Fuck. Why is it letting me cast the arrow but not shooting it? It shot it at the very end finally.
Just getting started.
It kept letting me cast a poison arrow, but it wasn't actually like casting it. Alright, what are these? Minions have more life. We do want that, but not yet. I think now we go cast speed. We start working our way towards damage and mana regen. Probably mana regen first, then we'll go into damage. And again, quick reminder, I'm probably doing shit brutally wrong. But, yeah. Playing in the dark. So, bear with me. Is there one strong guy somewhere, or is it just... I don't see like a unique anywhere. Is the tree what's casting that shit?
So, I was right to be. Wow, something's wrong here. Please. Good luck, hero. For now, I'm gonna get. Well,
Oh yeah, level 4. We're doing good, boys. We're doing good. I'm jinxing myself. I'm gonna die to the next fucking trash mob, but... Which one is a higher level? 12, 11. So let's do Freythorn. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab this because it's one of the strong nodes, and we basically kind of skipped our way to it in a sense. So we'll go ahead and grab that, and then we'll circle back around to getting the more survivability stuff. Mana regen and stuff. One thing that I'm still... I've like sort of gotten used to it, but I'm still struggling with at times, just from the insane muscle memory of playing other RPGs all this time. But when you click in a direction, like you're microing back or forward, anytime you click and then cast, your character will slow walk, like they're still trying to get to where you last clicked. Trying to they're basically trying to finish executing the move, which I really like, and I think it adds a lot to character control. But yeah, it's just so different than the norm that I still find myself making a mistake, not like accounting for it. But I really like it. So much so it'll be weird going back to like D2. Since you like control is so tight there.
Don't whisper at me.
Please.
That voice is like undead Sylvester Stallone. Oh, that's not fair. I think I do want Contagion. Do I have one on me? I do. He didn't quite sound as Sylvester Stallone there. Saying Stallone made me think of I don't know if anyone played DC Universe Online. But there was this dungeon that was ran by Falcone. Actually, no, it wasn't ran by Falcone. I forget if it was a good one or a bad one. But anyways, every time you killed one of the mobs in it, they would just spam. Oh no, you were rescuing Falcone, guys. That's right. So it was a villain one. Every time you rescued someone, they would just spam the voice line, Falcone always returns a favor. Me and my friend would quote that all the time. We'd hear it so many fucking times. So if anyone has played DC Universe Online, which was a great game at one point, I don't know what it's like now. Yeah, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, you're just like, oh, that game's shit. What are you talking about, dude? What is this 10, 20-year-old game? I don't even know how old it is. I think it came out in 2010. So, yeah, 15 years. There's another line we always quoted as well. I forget the dungeon, but there was the bees. They go, swarm them! Over and over again. Good times. And when I say spam, I mean like every fucking mob would say it. So, quite literally spammed you. Unapologetically spammed your ass. No fucks given. I forget about the poison arrow so much. An alarming amount, really. And more dots are always a good thing, right? More dots. More dots. But yeah, that ends me aging myself even more. And also my taste in games. I know a lot of people don't like a lot of the games I like. But that's okay, I don't like a lot of the games you like either. We're even. Okay, hang on. This is getting dicey there, buddy. Spell damage, life. Okay, so now we're gonna get mana regen. Yes, mana regen for sure. All right, boys, a little worried. I always get a little nervous when we come up to the area bosses. I'll probably go to town really quick. Upgrade this flask that I got, this mana flask. And just redo everything I picked up, because I honestly don't know if I've gotten any upgrades. Deckard Bane. If you're wondering why I keep saying Deckard Bane, it's because Deckard Cain sounds like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. If you never made the connection, well, you're welcome. I think this guy has 2 phases. I don't know what this curse does. I think I need to literally keep running. I stood still last time, and it bound me, which was the first time I've seen that. I don't remember binding me when I fought this guy with my friend. I'm playing a mercenary on that other file, that other character. Okay, at that one I think I need to stay still, it seems. I think I got that right. Red, stay still. Purple, keep moving. Seems like it, anyways. Oh, fuck, did I die? That hit me at the same time that he died, and that really scared me. You're still alive, right? Hardcore. Alright, doing pretty good, working good. Okay, I haven't been on mic because it's very late and I'm very tired just playing. And it looks like I got my first, I'm assuming legendary. Nice. Looks pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, I just wanted to get on and say, yeah, first legendary I've seen in Path of Exile too. Awesome. Okay, so gonna be honest, it is about 4:30 in the morning. You can see at the bottom here, and you know, a little inebriated. Been chilling. Probably shouldn't be playing hardcore in this particular state, but I've fought this boss with my friend in co-op, and this guy is a pain in the ass. We were probably way under leveled and under geared because we hadn't spent our stuff, but I'm worried. Yeah, let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Well, I'm doing way more damage to him than we did. This was a very long fight for us. We were clearly super underleveled. That was a mistake. That move, well, not that one. The one where he does the stupid, like, line AoE on the floor would constantly one-tap me. I never saw it coming. Okay. That was piss easy compared to what we went through. It's almost like leveling up properly and spending your stuff properly helps. Who would have thought? But alright, back to just playing off mic. I just wanted to be on mic in case I died. But hey, we lived. Yay. Real quick, just want to come in and say that I know I was talking about getting the lag spikes that I was experiencing. And I don't think I showed my graphic settings. So real quick, I'll show them. Because I haven't gotten a lag spike in about 2 hours now. And I just lowered this. This was on Ultra. Which, you know, it says pretty much basically don't enable it because it's brutal. But I'm on a new rig, man. And I'm, you know, I'm maxing shit out. So I have that on. Since turning it off, I'm not experiencing that very long lag. That very long lag spike that felt like server lag. So I think that was the cause. Just FYI.
Further into the
I simply must have my own way.
Alright, so it is a new day. I've made it to the final boss of, I think this is the boss of the act, actually. The boss in this manor down here. Really reminds me of like a Bloodborne boss. This dude was absolutely destroying me and my friend. But again, I'm pretty sure we were pretty underleveled and undergeared. So I am a little concerned that this may be the end. So yeah, I wanted to get back on mic. And I mean, I guess nothing to it but to do it. I enabled this towel thing above my head, the bar. Seems like it's useful. I don't necessarily like it, but it's definitely useful. So I'm going to try playing with it on and see if I could stand it, because I really like the clean look instead. But let's see how this goes.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself.
Not if I take yours first.
First one's higher.
I don't think I've ever been stuck in that. I've always dodged it.
First one's higher.
This guy's definitely got a shitload of health. Even the music reminds me of a FromSoft game, especially here.
Oriana, open the cage. Release the beast. Give me what you promised. Manipulative whore. How dare you abandon me after all I've given you?
Okay.
Requiem on high.
Definitely a lot stronger than my character was that I'm playing co-op with. I've gotten like really shit gear on that one. And the AoE on that one is rough.
You are hunted. And their endless hunger grew ever.
This really reminds me of like Murgo's Wet Nurse as well. Get such Bloodborne vibes in this whole game. Oh fuck. Oh no. Damn it, man. You're taking a lot of needless damage here. That shit always clips me. He loves this fucking move. Hit me a lot on this one. Shit. Fuck. Bro, he's fucking me up now. It's fucking nice.
Your pulse quickens.
Homie, you gotta stop with this shit.
The eternal impure.
Fuck. God damn it. I feel like he's delaying that a little bit more now. One of them Elden Ring attacks. I'm just gonna reference every FromSoft game. This shit reminds me so much of it. Oh man, we did it. That was much easier, but still very scary. Very scary. Good fight. I really like this fight. Very, very fun.
The madness. It consumed my being.
Come on, big money.
Let us return to Clearfell.
Hopefully that wand is good. Got a level 5 Chaos Bolt, so it's already going to be something I want. Spell damage, all Chaos skills, 9 int. The increase to spell damage is pretty sweet. Hell yeah. We did it, boys. We made it through Act 1. Time to travel east, follow the Dark Wanderer east. Okay, hopefully we can keep this going. Lived a lot longer than I was expecting, to be honest. Let's see what comes next. I think this is a good closing point for the video. To my surprise, we managed to make it through Act 1, solidifying the pressure to keep this character alive through the end. Let's start taking bets on where or what level she dies, or if I can manage to pull off clearing the story at all. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Come hang out with me in the Discord, and oh yeah, go have a good day or something.